guys, my name is Crystal Olisa. Thank you for dropping by. Be sure to subscribe for more great content. Oh my gosh, today I am so excited about this. I know, I had actually decided not to get this. If you read the comments in a past video, you will see I had literally talked myself out of buying this, but I saw it on offer on Jumia and I was just like, you know what, it's a sign. It's a sign from above. I'm saving literally like 6,000 shillings in buying this thing. There is no way I'm not buying it immediately. So yeah, and actually it turned out to be perfect timing because yesterday as I was cooking, I literally have you balanced on my knee by the way, as I was cooking, I cut my finger, so I had to like rush to the emergency room and like get literal stitches, which is ridiculous, which means I cannot wash dishes for like the next week, and my grandparents are leaving this morning, so instead of having someone like come by and like help me out to dishes every day, it was absolute perfect timing that my dishwasher was set to be delivered either today or tomorrow. So they called me in the morning and they're like, can we bring it to you today? And I'm like, yes please. So this is the RAMTONS 12 plate setting dishwasher. I believe that's what it is. This is the RW300. It's on the sticker here, even though you can't see it. I am obsessed. I'm so excited. Like I want to do this unboxing with you and like install it and like use it a couple of times to like give you a proper review. So I don't know when this video will be going up, but hopefully you will have seen in my community tab on YouTube. I will let you know about the sale that's going on just so you can also snag one if you've had your eye on a dishwasher for a minute. I bought this. The original price is $47.99, like $47,999, I think, something like that, right? And this was on offer for 42,000 flat. So I thought, since I desperately want a dishwasher, like literally, I cannot imagine staying in this house and like having to fight with dishes. I'm just not that person. I'm not that organized, unfortunately. So dishes and like washing them every day is not something that brings me joy. So this has been on my mind literally since last year, but then I didn't have room for it in my last house. So now that I don't even have room for it here, so I'm like sort of makeshift creating room for it, but like I'm so excited to have gotten it. I have no regrets. I feel like this is my last big purchase of the year. We are in October. I can confidently say that through December this will satisfy my heart. So actually let me show you the other parts of the box as we're chatting about it. So I know that RAMTONS can be a bit hit or miss depending on the appliance that you have, but I had a RAMTONS fridge for the longest time and it never gave me issues. I currently have a RAMTONS deep freezer and it's not giving me issues so far. I'm very optimistic. I've had a few RAMTONS appliances and never had any issues, but I have heard of people who have had major issues. So this is a bit of a risk that I'm taking, but I feel like there's some things, there's some price points I'm willing to take a risk at, because like buying my fridge, I wasn't willing to get a RAMTONS one, but like the dishwasher, clearly I am. So yes, this is my very bandaged up finger that I'm trying to keep away from water for at least, I literally had to get stitches. That's how deep the cut was. But yeah, I think we can start cutting through this and like actually opening the box to see what is inside, but I'm really excited. So yeah, this is a dishwasher review that's gonna happen over a few days, and yeah, I'm really glad. Like I feel like this was the right decision for me at this time in my life. So yeah, this is good. This is good. I don't know why I'm trying to preserve the packaging, but apparently I am, so. Here we are! Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful! I love this, I love this. I love that it has like physical buttons in some places that gives me the confidence when I'm pressing them, you know? So let me zoom you in a little. So this is exactly what it looks like on the listing and on their website. And I should mention that I did good dishwasher shopping. Like I actually looked around different shops, and the price point for like a good dishwasher is like 99,999, so like 100,000. And the cheapest one I found was like 80 something, and that was an LG. That was beautiful, but then it's like 89,000 just because I don't want to wash dishes. Doesn't really make sense. Then when I saw this is on offer, because I think it's a new product, so actually randomly came across it. Like I decided to just check dishwashers on Jumia for no reason, and I found this for 47,000 shillings, 47.99, so like 48. And yeah, I was really excited because I was like, at least it's a bit more accessible in terms of like the price point. And then it came down to like 42, and I'm like, that's basically 40, like 40 versus 99 for like the exact same thing, sort of like less technologically advanced, but like still a dishwasher, still gonna make sure I don't have to wash another plate in my life when I'm in my house. So yeah, I did feel like this was worth it. I know this feels a bit rash, but like anyone who knows me knows that I've been talking about a dishwasher for like 2 years. So when I'm finally pulling the trigger on some of these things on the channel, it's a bit like surprising to you here, but like anyone in my real life will know. Like literally when I moved into the Loa Kabete place, I was asking the landlord to make a space for a dishwasher because I had already planned to get one, and that was like a year and a half, almost 2 years ago. So yeah, dishwasher. Let me show you, let me go handheld and like give you a closer look at it, and then we can open it together and see. So okay, so this is the front. Sides pretty standard, and the back is what I was most interested in when I was watching like reviews of other dishwashers, because I was concerned it wouldn't come with like a direct plug and would need like an electrician to like fix it into like an electricity point. But clearly it comes with a plug, and I'm so excited. So I literally found this out, was it last night, watching a video, and my excitement knows no bounds. So this is the water inlet, I guess, and this is the drain part. One thing that I love about this dishwasher is that it actually has a self-cleaning option. So it will be able to sterilize itself as it's sterilizing my dishes, and I live for it. This is what the front control looks like. So that's power. The P is programs, and these are the programs. So it has eco wash, it has a glass option. As you can see from this sticker, it has a baby care option. So if you have like baby things that are a bit more delicate that you want to wash, it does accommodate for that. It accommodates for a half load, which is another thing that I loved. So I don't have to do a full load of the dishwasher for me to be able to wash my dishes. Amazing. Hopefully that also means it uses less water and less electricity on that load. Then I can maybe, you know, encourage myself to focus on that instead of like going all out with the full thing filled, you know. So I guess that's what the half button is for, and I think you choose if you want to do half top or half bottom, but I'm not quite sure how it works here. We haven't read the manual yet. I've literally just received it. The Jumia guys left and I picked up my camera, literally. So this should be the self-clean if I'm not wrong. These are the other options. I'm not really sure. A timer, so it does have a delayed start, which I love as well. So I can set it in the morning to wash itself at like 10 p.m. and then throughout the day I just like keep adding dishes to it, and then 10 p.m. it washes. By morning all my dishes are clean. If I removed them immediately, they would be warm, but by morning they're probably cool, but then they're ready to like be put away. I love that I'm seeing this for the first time, which is like a pause start button. So I guess I can actually pause it mid-cycle, which is amazing. So yeah. Let us, with my busted finger, open up the dishwasher for the first time. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it looks exactly like the pictures. I love it. This is a door. It's raining pretty heavily, but I hope you can hear me. I love how I'm giving you this review, and this is my first time ever seeing a dishwasher like in a house, you know, not in a shop. So I am clearly not the expert, but I have watched enough reviews to like be able to competently discuss it. So yeah, this is where the soap will go. This is where the rinse aid will go, I think. And the rinse aid is there to make sure the dishes don't come out streaky, from what I've learned. So this is protective paper. Inside of the dishwasher, I am absolutely obsessed. Oh. Okay, so maybe we don't just pull it all out completely. Okay, so one thing I was really hoping for, based on the other reviews that I've watched, is that their dishwashers come with like a sample of the soaps that you're supposed to be using. So I was really hoping it would come with one for today so that I could actually use it today, but it does not. And I just realized that I will have to look for a Carrefour or like a Hot Point or like a Healthy You for me to buy those tablets, and I'm not really sure what they are around here. So unfortunately, I will not be able to plug it in today, which is why also I was waiting to see that before I called my plumber so he can actually connect the pipes for me directly. So yeah, I'm really glad I waited on that. But it does come with the instruction manual, which will be very, very helpful. So I will be sitting down to like read that cover to cover, because I am that person that sits down and reads every single thing in the instruction manual. I love that this is a AA rating, pretty close to a AAA, pretty good. Manual. This is the inside of the dishwasher. Oh, I love that it is all stainless steel. Oh no, it has a plastic bottom, but stainless steel sides and top, which is pretty damn cool. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put you back on the tripod and we can maybe try to maneuver these drawers around a little. But I feel like if I just remove this and I remove this, yes, I can just pull them out. Oh, this is so exciting. Why is it coming all the way out though? But yeah, this is pretty cool. This is a cutlery basket, so like all my spoons and forks and knives and whatever that can fit in here will be going in here, which is very exciting. There is a Vaughan dishwasher that comes with the 3 rows. So this is a 2-row dishwasher. This is like for bigger things, pots and pans, cups and little plates can go up here. And obviously if I have like muikos or spoons or whatever, they can also fit up here. And I don't know what this is and I don't want to break it, but I'm so curious. Yeah, but there are some other dishwashers that come with a dedicated cutlery tray up here, and like I said, this was 48,000 basically. For 58,000 you can get a Vaughan one on Jumia that has a dedicated tray, but I just didn't think that dedicated tray was worth 10,000 shillings to me. This will do just fine, this little basket right here that is apparently super sellotaped to the dishwasher so it will not come out. But yeah, this is a perfect enough setup for me for 42,000 shillings. Literally for 40,000 shillings I have a dishwasher that can stand on its own. So I will be showing you where I plan to put it in the kitchen, because I measured up my cabinets based on the dimensions provided on the website, and this will not fit inside my cabinets. So instead of doing like a complete gut job and like working on the cabinets and then getting this, which was my original plan, I realized that I actually do have space where the, let me just show you now actually. So ignoring the pizza, I realized that I actually have space right here that is close enough to the sink area, so it's not going to be like too dramatic a place to like put the dishwasher. Like literally I could have put it in the corridor, I could have put it in the sitting room, but I didn't want to do that because right here there is an electrical point. So this is my deep freezer. Deep freezer can literally go anywhere in the house, so it is going to be hiding in the 3rd room while I figure it out. So the dishwasher will temporarily go here until I can raise the cabinets and it can go here. So this is way too small a drawer for the dishwasher. Just ignore the dirt. Like I'm working on my kitchen, right? So yeah, this is more than enough space. I've actually measured out the box width of the dishwasher, and the box can fit here, so the dishwasher can definitely fit here. So I have gotten all the stoppers off of the top one, so I can also show you how that rolls out. Thank God it doesn't roll all the way out like the bottom one for some reason. So maybe we try that as well. Oh, it also doesn't roll all the way out. So I was just panicking for no reason. But yes, I am so excited. And with my finger, I actually have enough dishes to like test this out properly. So yeah, I actually do need to do a whole load of dishes. And I had some drama trying to get a dishwashing person to like come to my house when I moved in. So I'm just not willing to try that again. So yeah, I am excited to literally get... Problem is with this finger, I'm not quite sure it's a good idea to drive, fortunately. But yeah, I actually do want to like go to Chandarana and check it out and see if they have what I need. But fingers crossed I'll be able to figure that out. But yeah, I love this. Day 2. So this is the next day, and I've been calling my plumber literally since yesterday, and I'm very disappointed because he didn't show up yesterday. He like forgot and went home and said he'd come this morning. It is now 5 p.m. and he still hasn't shown up. So I'm gonna give him the day, and if he doesn't come today, tomorrow I just call someone else. So yeah. And also I left the house for a minute because I needed to get my bandage redressed, and yes, I have just covered it with sellotape just to make sure it doesn't get like filthy. And I picked up some dishwashing soap. So this is the soap that you use in your dishwasher, and what I love about this one is that it has the salt and the rinse aid in one. So that's pretty amazing. 1,400 and something shillings, so like 1,500 shillings, and I have everything I need to wash my dishes tonight if the plumber shows up, which is so annoying. So yeah, as I impatiently wait for him, I just wanted to show you the little soap tablets that I got. I checked on Jumia. Carrefour only has the 100 tablet pack on Jumia for 3,500 or something, and I didn't want to spend that like right off the bat, you know. So 1,500 is a really good price for 42 of them. So I don't know if you can see this, but this is where the salt is supposed to go. But because the soap that I bought has built-in salt into it, then, you know, all good. Like there's literally little I need to do because this is where the rinse aid is also supposed to go, but the thingy here. but here it is written built-in salt and rinse aid. And I went on their website and it actually says that the salt is enough to regulate itself, so I don't actually have to put salt in the dishwasher, even though this says it has it built in. So that's really exciting. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's working. Like, I'm so excited to use this. I just need my plumber to not let me down. Okay, so this is where the dishwasher is going. The plumber really let me down yesterday, but he did call me on his own volition this morning and said he's in the neighborhood and he is coming. So I'm thinking might as well just let him sort it out instead of waiting for the person I've literally scheduled for tomorrow morning. So I'm gonna cancel that and we shall see how well this goes. So actually before he comes, I think I'm gonna move it into the spare room, clean up the area so that we can actually move the dishwasher here so he can actually measure out the pipes and see if he needs to get an extension or anything like that. So yeah, I'm just gonna be wheeling this out, still in pajamas clearly, so you're not gonna be seeing my face, but you're gonna be seeing me removing this and cleaning and bringing the dishwasher in. This is its new position. I'm going to have to pull it forward for him to see the pipes, and I have just opened it and it does actually take up literally all the room, so no one can come in or out of the kitchen as the dishwasher is being loaded. But honestly, that's a small price to pay to never have to do dishes again. This is the current state of under my sink. Look at how disgusting this is. Like, honestly, I'm not removing everything because I don't think he needs me to remove everything for him to see. This hole is way too small to ever fit that dishwasher. So the day I wanted to move into a cabinet, then I have to raise this up, and I'm thinking I want to add another one of these like up here to really raise the sink area, because right now I find it way too freaking low. But yeah, I just wanted to show you the before of this renovation so you can actually see what it is we're working with. Like, why would you let cabinets get to this state? That I don't understand. This is just like, it's such a mess. I'm genuinely wanting to just replace the whole thing. But we shall find out the costs of everything and then go from there. But for now, my priority is fixing this because it actually cannot pull open. Let me just show you again. I've been using the dishes up here, so everything that's in cupboards has not been touched, will not be touched until it is put into the dishwasher for like a proper wash, which is why I was so excited to get it, because every single one of my dishes needs to be washed. Like, why is this unable to like pull out standing? Like, just everything's kind of falling apart, and I feel like, yeah, it was a really good idea to like get the house back and like, you know, pay attention to these things myself before it's too late. So hopefully I can get the carpenter in to fix this immediately, because as you can see, this hole has been dug and dug and dug, which is probably why a stopper isn't holding. But pros of this botched job that they attempted to do is that my pipes are exposed, so hopefully he can just like make the connection and not charge me an arm and a leg for that. So fingers crossed it all works out eventually, guys. Oh my gosh, the dishwasher is set up. Finally, I am so excited. I can actually like use it. Like, I'm a little scared because this is the first time I'll be using it, but oh my gosh. Let me show you the degree of pipe work that needed to be done here. So many pipes needed to be added. It's like a bit ridiculous, but in the end it worked out and I am so excited. Oh my goodness. So this is the shut-off valve. Okay, so that is a much clearer, more zoomed in look at everything. So I was doing my research, and thank God I did, because he didn't know this. He was going to have the pipe like connect through the bottom of the cabinet, which is still disgusting, by the way. But like, I was doing research and it was like, if something goes wrong with your sink system and like the dirt backs up, it would back up into the dishwasher if it was like sloping downwards from the drain. So everyone advice that the dishwasher should be sloping up, like should be coming down into the drain and not like down on this side, like down this way, and not like down this way. I don't even know if it makes sense. But yeah, he also put a shut-off valve, so like when it's in that position it's on, like the water can flow. When I turn the valve towards myself, then it is off. which is very exciting. Oh my gosh, both pipes fit up here, so they are connected through this cupboard, though I don't think you'll be able to see it. So they're connected through this cupboard next to the dishwasher, though I don't think you'll be able to see it because it's right in between that little crack. But yeah, I'm so excited. So today is Sunday. These dishes have been there since Thursday night because Thursday night, as I was preparing to like cook, I hurt my finger and we rushed to the hospital, and then we just got takeout, and then Friday morning my grandparents left, so it's literally just been me here, and I was like, I don't want to waste money paying someone to wash the dishes when my dishwasher was being delivered on Friday, right? So I called this guy on Friday and he was supposed to come, he forgot. So when I was reaching out to him at like 6 p.m, he's like, oh, I've already left, I'll come tomorrow, which was Saturday, which was yesterday, and then he didn't come. He like ghosted me the whole day, which was so frustrating, which is why I had already scheduled someone different to come tomorrow. But then this morning he called and he was like, I'm in the neighborhood, can I come? And I'm like, you know what, I want my dishwasher working. So dirty dishes, very, very dirty dishes, like more than enough dirt for us to see if a dishwasher actually works. Like I can even show you this pan. So what I'm essentially going to do is just scrape off the surface dirt. I'm not going to use any water on this. I'm not going to pre-wash anything. I'm just going to scrape off the dirt, pile them inside the dishwasher, and then yeah, we'll see what happens. I feel like also this is going to be its permanent spot, just because these cabinets are way too tiny to actually hold it, and it would take so much work for me to lift them. So before we get to that stage of me lifting cabinets, I feel like I can postpone that project now that I have a dishwasher, because my main issue was how low this sink was. Like I feel like I'm bending over every time I'm doing dishes, which is very frustrating. And I'm going to fix that tap situation, but again, nothing is an emergency anymore because the bulk of the work is going to be done by the dishwasher, and I live. I'm so excited. So yeah, okay, so I'm doing this at night and I think there's enough light for me to pull this off, but we shall see. Hopefully everything isn't too grainy. My dishwashing tablets, I have my scissors right here because I noticed I didn't actually remove every single bit of paper from this dishwasher. So because it actually does have a heating element and it gets the water really hot as it's washing dishes, I definitely have to go through and make sure all of these little things are out, or they will melt and, you know, cause drama. So I'm gonna cut through them with a scissor, as well as this should be spinning. So it is currently attached to this plastic little thing just for like transportation purposes. I also have these foam things that I keep like overlooking, so I need to get these out immediately. Yeah, just little things like that, making sure everything is spinning as it should be, and then we can begin loading it. And it does actually come with like a loading instruction right here, so it does give you like advice on how to load the dishes. And I feel like I want to try to put my plates on the top rack, but I do know that I have some bulky ones, so I definitely I just want to mix it up. Like I just want to try. I feel like I'm a bit nervous, like worried about screwing this up, but honestly I feel like it should be fine. Everything should work out, because as long as the pipe work is done well, like everything is good. And also if I can stop it mid-cycle if I hear like weird noises, then that would be cool too. So let us get started. Okay, so for today I think this angle is like as good as it's gonna get. As I get more used to this system and like this process, I'm definitely going to be you know, just better at this essentially. But I do want to start with the smaller things on top, and then the bigger things go to the bottom, and then we'll see how much it can actually fit. Can it fit this entire basin of dishes? Honestly, they look more than they actually are, so I'm optimistic. And yeah, let's get started. I think I'll start with the bigger things actually. Now I'm curious to see if this can actually fit up here, because that would be so convenient. And no, it cannot. Okay. And as you can see, the dishes are actually dirty, so we're gonna have, you know, proper testing material. These aren't like clean dishes that I'm testing out. Nope. They are actually, okay, some of them are like properly used, especially like the sufurias. I really want to see how well it does with those. As you can see, clearly a mess. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna rinse off the surface dirt, like just get off the scraps, because I don't really want to clean the filter like immediately, and then we shall load it up and see what happens. So I think I have the top layer done. When I watch the videos of like people on how to load a dishwasher, I see them just like stuffing them on top of each other. So I'm trying really hard not to do that, but I'm trying to have everything facing downwards. So I feel like this is the only plate that's actually like breaking the rules somewhat. But for the most part, I feel like I'm pretty happy with the way this has turned out. I think I'm just gonna move this there, move this one in there, and then call it a day with the top. Then also this is the spoons basket, so like the cutlery, spoons, knives, etc. I did see someone stuffing them like standing. I actually thought they went in like directly, but you close the basket because it does open like this. Yeah, so this actually flips over, so I thought they actually went in directly there, but I did see someone like stuffing them into these little holes, so hopefully I can make that work. Anything longer might just end up in that corner, but the basket actually does have its dedicated spot right here. And also this is water from the dishes because they were initially soaked to be washed, and then tragedy struck. I am going to leave this basket right here in its place and stuff the bottom rack, and then we shall continue. And also from my research, wooden things don't really do well in the dishwasher. Like they tend to like dry out and crack and like break. So I'm not going to be putting these in the dishwasher. These will always be hand washed. Yeah, this is sort of like a last minute addition because I do have a bit of space right at the back there. So I am curious to see if I stuff it on top. Kind of feels like it's going under a little bit, like it's protruding a little, so maybe this isn't the best. You know, I feel like this isn't a good idea. Can I make this work? I don't really want it to be on top like this because then there's just no point. So I think I'm actually gonna save this one for a second round. Although this is a bit less useful to me than it is. So might as well just take this, put it here, and actually see how it goes, you know? Also, all of these dishes have the prongs in between them, so I'm not like overfilling one layer. So like here, I can add another plate if I wanted to. Might actually, yeah. Yeah, right there. So this is actually quite a huge load of dishes. I feel like if I was to stand here and like try to do this by hand, it would definitely take me like 2 hours at least. So having the dishwasher running for like 2 hours also seems like a fair trade, you know? So I'm gonna push these in, pray that I got all the packaging plastic out. I believe that I did. Just gonna push it in. I noticed it has something at the back that it kind of like suctions onto. That's why it takes a little bit of effort to actually pull it out, which is cool. But you can see that the wheels roll very, very easily. So this water is fine because it's all gonna get cleaned and disinfected anyway. And this was soapy water that the dishes were soaked in. So this is what the soap looks like. A powdery baby blue on top, white at the bottom. And yeah, I'm just gonna slip it into the slot and start the machine. So I'm just double checking the instructions because I really don't want to get anything wrong. Intensive is like heavily soiled crockery, and I feel like because these dishes have been sitting for a while, I think I am going to go intensive even though it doesn't have dried on food. Eco is standard, but it's like 4 hours long, so I'm not really trying to do that for like the first time, you know. So I really just want to see what intensive does, especially for that like flat-ish pan that I put at the bottom. I really want to see how clean that gets, and that is dried on food actually. So I think we're gonna go with intensive, which is a POTS indicator. So I'm just gonna turn it on. Again, you have to press a power button for it to actually come on, which is exciting. So we're trying to move this light onto this thing. So I'm going to just move through the programs. Okay, intensive is selected. Half load, I guess, would do the, I don't know if it's the top or the bottom one. I do need to confirm that. This is asking me to put in some rinse aid, which the tablet has. This is asking for salt, which the tablet has. This is a water supply failure indicator. So I do have the water supply on right now. So hopefully when I start it, it will be perfect. This is showing me it's going to take 2 hours and 50 minutes to clean. So It is now 9:13 p.m. So that means that it should be done around midnight, which is ridiculous. But also, let's try this out because this is wait by 1 hour, 2 hour, up to 24 hours. So I can actually delay this to like clean tomorrow morning if I so pleased. But I don't want to. I want it to start right now. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna press start and we're gonna go. Like, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. Let me remove everything from the top of the dishwasher just because I don't want any of that drama in case something happens. Okay, now there's nothing on top of it. This is secured and locked and I am going to start. So I'm also going to take note of the KPLC units that I have. So that is 47.86. We are going to see how many units it actually consumes, assuming I'm awake at midnight. Literally, we will cross our fingers and hope so. So 47.86 units. So I was literally just standing there, like listening to it work because I wanted to make sure there was nothing wrong. And ooh, coffee station was working on this today. Also, I'm moving you into the next room so you can actually hear how loud it is. So it's not the most quiet thing, but I don't think it's a grating sound, so it wouldn't be like bothersome for anyone. So yeah, should be good.
12 o'clock midnight.
So 46.35 and the dishwasher is officially done. So it's the middle of the night and I'm not gonna unpack the entire dishwasher. I was actually going I had actually gone to bed, so I don't know if it like beeped when it was done or anything like that, but then I realized I'm still awake. So might as well come and check it. Oh my gosh, do you see the steam? It's still so hot inside. So one thing that I will check is the forks because I don't think I really focused on it, but then there was a fork here that actually had dough on it. Like we had made mandazis and use a fork to like mix around the dough. And I can see every single one of them is sparkling clean, which is so exciting. And also the only one I'm really like super curious about, being very careful to not get myself burnt, is this sufuria here. So oh my gosh, this is like 90% clean, like 95% clean. Are you kidding me? These little things over here are like nothing. I am okay with hand washing those off considering how dirty it actually was. Like, this is ridiculous. This is actually ridiculous how clean it is. Oh my gosh, it feels like it was actually scrubbed because even when people hand wash dishes, like there's always a little bit of something left over from just people being people. So yeah, this is exciting. Oh my gosh, this is so good. I'm so happy. And you can see the plates are actually clean. Like, these are all the dirty plates I showed you, and they're actually clean and warm, not even hot. So I actually could take them out right now if I wanted to, but like I said, it's midnight and I'm just not dealing with that. So yeah, they are still wet, so they're not like completely dry. And also I was kind of worried about these plastic cups that they would like melt, but they all seem to be clean. They all seem to be perfect. I'm so excited. This was such a worthwhile purchase. Oh my gosh. So yeah, we shall talk more about this in the morning. I just wanted to show you really quickly since I dozed off on the couch, went to bed, didn't fall asleep immediately, so I thought might as well come and see because I knew the cycle would be over. Very impressed. Very impressed. Oh, and you can see the soap thing actually opened itself and like got used during the process. Yeah, so we'll definitely be using this together like a couple more times just to test out different cycles, but I'm really happy. So I'm gonna turn it off, probably leave it a little bit open so they can dry because this is officially my dish rack. So it is the next morning and I'm actually going to be needing a couple of things from in here. So I thought I'd just like show you the things that I'm taking out, and then I'll come back later and actually unpack it with you so we can look at each and every dish and like make sure everything is perfect. So yeah, I just want my cup for tea, and I wanted us to see together that it is absolutely perfect, so that I'm not telling you later on how clean it is. Like, I love that the dishwasher cleans and disinfects things, so yeah, I am all about this. So literally just taking this and then having some tea. Also, I will mention that it is the next morning and the dishes are still wet, so this isn't a dishwasher that's going to fully dry your dishes. Don't know if you can see these bubbles of water on top of the cups, but the inside is completely dry. So I mean, it still works out. It's still amazing. These don't necessarily need to go on a dish rack. I feel like if you just pass a dish towel on them, everything will be fine. So yeah, I'm so excited. I can't wait to do a second and third load today, so that's coming up. Also, I have just been leaving it a little bit open just to allow it to like dry the dishes a little bit more, because I do want to be using this as like a gigantic dish rack. But now more dirty dishes are piling up, so I want to be putting them in throughout the day and then run another load at night, and then we'll see how it goes. Okay, so it is now so many hours later. Dishwasher is long done washing, and I'm so excited to show you how clean the dishes are. So I don't think I actually showed you like a close-up of the spoons as I was like throwing them in, because I was like kind of doing it in a hurry, but you can see every single one of the forks is like sparkling clean. And there was one that actually had like dough on it. Like, we made mandazis and my grandma used one of them to like mix up the dough, so it was really like caked on that. And you can see I can't even tell which one it was that was used, so this is pretty freaking cool. Gonna put the cutlery aside. I think I'm just gonna speed through showing you each plate. Hopefully the light isn't too bright. The sun keeps coming and going. But yeah, I'm just gonna dim it up and like speed through showing you each of the dishes just so you can see, because if you remember, these were pretty filthy when I put them in last night. Okay, so this sufuria, you can see the part that was actually like facing downwards, because I got it up like this. The part that was directly facing downwards is like really clean, but on the side here there is still a little bit of dirt left. Don't know if you can see that clearly. Yeah, there's a little bit of dirt on that side, but as you can see, the rest of the sufuria is sparkling clean. So what I already know is that this is super little, like this is very easy to like hand wash and just remove that remaining dirt. Even with my finger, I can scrape it off, but obviously that's not sanitary, so definitely going to be washing this. But if you actually find that it has quite a lot of dirt left, I could just literally leave it in for like a second round, and I'm sure that would clean it up, because this was pretty dirty when I put it in yesterday, and it feels pretty freaking clean. This is a sufuria we looked at earlier. Don't know if you can still see the dirt, but it's definitely still there. So there is still a little bit of egg caked onto the thing. But again, this is very easily scraped off, which means that washing it by hand will literally take like 5 seconds. So definitely think the dishwasher is still worth it, even though it doesn't fully clean dishes like this. I'm sure if I went for a second round, it definitely would, but that's just not worth it to me, because that's another 2 hours versus like 5 seconds to scrape this off. Let me bring you in closer so you can get a better look at the cups. Hopefully you remember how filthy they were yesterday. Amazing, like all the way to the bottom rim is like sparkling clean. I'm very impressed. Like, I want this to be as detailed as possible for you guys, so you can actually like make informed decisions if you want to pick up this appliance, which is why things keep changing. I'm sorry, just like bear with me. Oh, this was so dirty yesterday, and I'm so excited it's so clean. Okay, these ones weren't particularly dirty. I think we literally just drank water with them, but they are still clean. Love it. Ooh, this had tea stains like dried down at the bottom and still sparkling clean. So this one seems to have a little bit of remnant on it. Don't know if you can actually see that clearly. Yeah, it seems to have still a little bit of something on it. So for things that are still a little bit dirty like this, you can just leave them in the dishwasher again for like the next round of dishes that I do. But this is easy enough to just clean by hand, so I'm gonna put them aside and just do that. This one was so dirty yesterday and it's so clean now. How exciting. These two are clean, but I'm seeing there is still some dried on something on this little scooper, so that's another one that I'm gonna have to hand wash. But honestly, I think that if 90% of my dishes can be cleaned like this, like 90%, 95%, if you're being honest, of the work is done for me, like 95% basically, this is such a small inconvenience that I'm really not gonna complain about it. So yes, I still think dishwashers are absolutely worth it, even though from my test right now, it's seeming like it may not be able to like fully clean an ugali sufuria on like the first round, but I think a second round is worth it, or just like going in with your hand and like cleaning it up, you know. Obviously I'm going to use soap to actually clean these. I'm not just like scraping this off, but yeah. So it beeps a few times and then it shows you end. So the cycle is over. Let's open it together and see. Although the last time we did open it when it was fresh and the steam was overwhelming. Steam is so much, it's also fogging up my spectacles, but I just wanted you to see everything is perfection. I love it. So I'm gonna let these cool down a little bit. Plates are warm, they're not too hot, so they wouldn't burn me getting them out. Even the sufurias are not too hot. It's not something I want to hold for a while, but not bad. So I'm just going to give this time to drip dry a little bit more, and then we shall unpack it together. I did the rapid cycle, and when I looked at the dishes, I just got exhausted and just like walked away from it. But it turns out the rapid cycle doesn't actually do much. Like the dishes have to be pretty clean to begin with, because I think it's a combination of the rapid cycle being too short and also the way I've stacked up the dishes doesn't really seem to be working too well for this dishwasher. So I'm going to start at the bottom and just show you the state of the sufurias, because they're genuinely not clean, and I'm going to have to run another cycle. And also the rapid cycle, I thought it would conserve electricity, but we started at 41.54 and we've ended at 41.34 and we've ended at 39.54, something like that. So it's taken the same amount of electricity as the intensive cycle. So I think I'm going to be using the intensive cycle 100% of the time. Let me show you the sufurias. Look at this. My tea sufuria still has tea caked all through, and this sufuria was a little bit wet, like it was a bit soaked, so it shouldn't be this bad. Though I think it's still an interesting test to see if the intensive cycle can actually like properly clean the sufuria, because this is a lot of dried on tea and I'm curious to see how it works. So yes, that was a wasted unit and a wasted like little square of soap, but I feel like the lesson learned is worth it. So what I'm going to do is go through and get out the things that are clean, because this plate, it stains, but it's actually clean. So I'm going to remove the things that are clean, load it up properly, because like here, I just stacked things on top of each other and you can see the plate is not clean at all. So I'm going to load them like the way they're supposed to be loaded. I guess the stacking experiment didn't really work. And because of that, I'm not really convinced anything in here is clean. So I'm just gonna reload this dishwasher and like, you know, do it right this time. So those black things are like dried on, even steel wool isn't removing them, but there is still some white stuff at the bottom. So I am going to be rewashing this as well. This one seems relatively clean, just a tiny little streak of tea still left. So I'm willing to hand wash away that little line, so I can put this aside. This one also isn't terrible. The bottom thing is just like the initial video. It's just like the initial round when I did it with the intensive. So I think this bottom part I am just going to hand wash out as well. Again, I said for me, this is 90% of the work done. I can literally keep a sufuria like this on the counter and it won't like develop moss or mold or any of that. So this is still a win for me. This dishwasher is still worth it for me. But I am curious to see what the intensive cycle will do, even when I misarrange things. But then I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do it right, give it a fair shot at the intensive cycle. Also, this sufuria was really, really dirty initially. So I'm feeling like the most... if I want like things to get super clean, I'm feeling like maybe this is the area that I should put it in. So I think I'm gonna move this sufuria, this super filthy one, to this corner, see how well that works. This is another sufuria that had tea caked all over the sides of it. I don't know if you can see that clearly, but yeah, this is definitely going to the bottom rack for a proper rewash. This one barely got washed, like it was fully caked with the egg, but I can see most of the egg is still here. So I'm just gonna remove the top things, put this on the bottom rack. This is absolutely filthy. Yeah, I think I'm actually not gonna hand wash anything. I'm just gonna put everything back in here in like a proper arrangement and see what happens, because my finger is still bandaged up, so I don't really want to like strain it hand washing anything. So I'm literally just gonna refill the dishwasher with everything in here, just like rearrange it, because even the things that are clean, I'm not 100% sure they're clean, so I'm just gonna put them in for a second round. And that's another unit gone, but I think it's worth it. So the intensive setting is definitely what I'd recommend. So I left the house, came back, dishwasher turned itself off. So let us check together the state of these dishes. Fingers crossed they're actually clean. Oh, this one seems to just have refused to get clean, so I don't really know what its problem is, but okay. This is significantly better. Remember how disgusting it was on the inside? At least this way I can be guaranteed it's sanitized. Then when I go in and like hand wash the little extras that have been left, then I'm not mad, you know? This is clean. So let me just show you all the plates, because the lighting is because the lighting between plates and sufurias needs to change. So let me just remove all the plates. Still clean. Back still not quite clean, but the fronts are clean. Oh, this one was really dirty on top. Completely clean. This is great. Oh. Trying to find the white things first. So I don't think this was too dirty, but oh, it was dirty on top and it's clean. This had tea dirt and it is perfectly clean. Plastics, definitely less gross at the bottom, so I'm gonna go with clean. Clean. Still whitish at the bottom, but I think I'll just hand wash this one. This sufuria seems to just really want to be hand washed, but you can see it is significantly cleaner than it was before, although this actually is surface gunk and not just like something I can wipe off. So this one definitely does need me to hand wash it. So I guess egg pans don't really do very well in this thing, unless it's like a fresh egg pan maybe. I don't know. This was quite dirty and it's perfectly clean, even in the edges. This one I put in because it does have some dirt right inside the corner, so I was hoping the dishwasher would be able to get it out, but it hasn't. So clean except for right in there where I have to go in with like a toothbrush or a toothpick or something, you know. Oh, my sieves are now perfectly clean. Before they were only ish clean. Now there is absolutely no drop of tea leaves on them, which is great. My forks as well, my spoons, everything seems absolutely pristine. So this one, even the dried on dirt seems to have gotten off, which is great. This sufuria, it seems like it will never ever actually get properly cleaned on the inside, though I did make tea in it and like sort of burnt on the side, so that is understandable. But for the most part it's okay. I will have to like minorly scrub it, but I think it's still worth it. So these are the dishes that I was able to fit in the dishwasher, and you can get a better look at the sufuria here. I'm going to have to scrub the sides, but the rest of it is clean. And honestly, I know it seems like the dishwasher might be pointless, but the amount of dishwashing I would have had to do without it is significantly less. So there are still some things that I cannot put in the dishwasher. I've actually left them in the sink so I can just show you. My wooden chopping board, anything that's wooden should not go in the dishwasher because eventually it will dry out and crack. So I don't want to ruin this beauty, so I will be hand washing this always. My wooden mwikos, my ugali mwiko, my my rolling pin, my pounding stick, like all those things cannot go in the dishwasher, so these things do need to be hand washed. Any flask of any sort, like anything that is vacuum sealed, cannot go in the dishwasher or it will no longer be vacuum sealed. So it's little things like those that can't work, but like the cover for this I put in the dishwasher, this top for it I put in the dishwasher, this plastic, glass, this one might be too big for my dishwasher is the only reason I haven't put it in. But do you see the issue? Like these have literally been here for 3 days, whereas I can actually have clean or relatively clean dishes, and then the actual work that's left to me is very minor because I hate washing dishes with a passion. Like if there's one thing one thing in this world I want to never have to do again is like seriously wash dishes. So if I literally just have to touch it up a little versus having things sitting here and like getting foul and disgusting, then I would 100% get a dishwasher again. So I have no regrets. I cannot recommend this enough because I am loving it. Even with these little hiccups, I am absolutely loving it. So I think what it's teaching me is that I need to use something once and then put it in. So I can't like make tea in something and then make more tea in something and then put it in, because then it's kind of dried onto the sides. Either way, I am obsessed. I love that it's cutting my work down by like 80%. So again, a closer look at another dish that I will have to wash. And you can see this one is literally just a little bit of dried on something right at the bottom of the pan. But for the most part, my dishes are clean. So even if this one sits here for like 3-4 days in this state, it's not gonna start growing mold and getting disgusting. Versus the ones that are currently in my sink, they're not growing mold yet, but I do need to eventually get around to them. So yeah, I'm just like babying my hands because of this little finger. But yeah, dishwasher for the win. I genuinely think it's 100% worth it, especially if you're like me and you've just moved and everything needs to get washed. So I do recommend the RAMTONS washer. I recommend using it on the intensive setting. I haven't tried the eco, I haven't tried very many settings, but I have seen that the intensive setting actually does make a huge difference, and it using essentially 1 unit is just amazing. So yeah, I can't tell you how much water it uses because there's just no way for me to measure that, but I can tell you that it is worth it. So the dishes also don't come out dry, so you will have to like towel dry them before you put them away. This thing cleaned the spoons so beautifully. Honestly, not a trace of gunk left on them, which is absolutely amazing. And in these COVID times, you do want something that can sanitize, and that is what this is doing for me. So I think I've shown you enough about this dishwasher. Also, I haven't really had a reason to clean out the filter, so that's not something I'm going to be demonstrating. But I do know, oh, I was also watching a video and it says that this comes out so you can actually carry the dishes to where your dish rack is and you can like put them away that way. I don't know, this is as easy as twisting and lifting to remove and like rinse this filter and then bringing it back, twisting, putting it back in place. This dishwasher also has a self-cleaning function, so I can just put a tab of soap and like run it empty for it to clean itself, so I don't actually have to like get in here and scrub it. This is plastic, this is stainless steel. Would be better if it was stainless steel all around, but honestly I have no complaints. That's at the bottom. As long as I self-clean it, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm gonna end the video here. I feel like I've shown you enough. I've told you enough about this dishwasher to make an informed opinion. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope this video was informative. Thumbs up if you liked it. Let me know in the comments down below if this is something you think is worthwhile, or if you're just one of those people that like finds peace in like, I don't know, housework. Like the people who actually feel like really zen when they're cleaning, and I'm just not one of those people. So if you are someone who this would actually take something away from you, then maybe the dishwasher isn't for you, but I'd love to know in the comments down below. So let me know if 80% of the work done for you is worthwhile. Thumbs up, be sure to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.